you just went through the 3-pin exercise and you determined, you know what? I might need to consider an income protection plan. But what are my options? Well, here are your options, because there's only 4, and I want to be very clear about that. A lot of people try to bring in 5, 6, and 7. They don't exist. There's only 4 planning options. The first one is your income. If you were to have a life happens event come your way, would you have enough income to be able to support, as we just found out with the calendar exercise, to support those expenses? To be able to keep your family in the lifestyle that they've become accustomed to. So that's your first one. And you know how you figure that out? Do the math. The second option is your government. Now I got to tell you, when I bring this up in a lot of the workshops and seminars I do, I get a few chuckles. In fact, I'm getting more and more chuckles all the time, because do you really want to rely on the government to be your fallback position, your planning option in the event of the things we've talked about, unexpected death, disability, or an extended care need or long-term care need? Now, if that's the case, I recommend you do the research. Make sure that what you think of how these programs work is the actual way they do work, because I've found a lot of people that are a little off base as far as what they think a government program is going to do for them, and find out after the fact that not really, it didn't really help them. The third option, and this is by default, happens more than you think, is your family. The income didn't hold out. Government wasn't the answer because you're probably at a level that, there's no safeguard there for you. And now it falls on the family. And I always want to ask the question when we're talking about the family, because a lot of times, especially the guys, mom's taking care of me all these years, why can't you take care of me for a little bit longer? And I want to ask, really, do you know what you're asking your spouse to do? Either way, whether it's the husband or the wife. Wouldn't it be better to have a plan in place that allows your spouse to supervise your care instead of being the provider of your care? I don't know if you're aware of it or not, but care providers, their health declines almost as fast as the one that they're caring for. It's a reality. So think to yourself, if your family is your option, then have that discussion. Oh, but the kids, right? We got the kids. The kids are going to come in and take care of us, right? Absolutely. Really? I mean, are you going to move in with them, or are they going to move in with you? Do they have kids, your grandkids? Do they work? How is that going to affect their life? I mean, really, you raised your children to be on their own and to live their own life, did you not? So why would you ask them to put their life on hold because you didn't want to put a funding plan in place to be able to take care of these life happens events? So that's number 3, your family. And guess what number 4 is? It's an income protection funding plan. It's taking the time, having the willingness, do the research, and put into action a good, well-designed income protection plan. And that's it. That's the options. There are no other 5, 6, or 7. That's it. So the good news is, what we've just discovered in this video, is that now you know what all the options are. The bad news is, now you know what all the options are. And hopefully you'll make the decision that's going to empower your family and yourself based on what we've just talked about.